So, I think we're on our way to the main area, We just talked to this guy. I want to talk to him a little bit more.
Get the elders to cooperate. They may doom us all.
If you've got something that can help me, I'd appreciate it.
Yes.
VIP detected in chat.
How much trouble you're getting into?
I'm getting into a lot of trouble.
We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still spent some time doing my own research when I can. These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject.
Yep. It's not something that will help me get rid of the phantoms. I don't care about it. I don't want to say that.
I know.
We already did this, though.
Encountered second, these horrors.
Okay.
We have managed. Well,
I'll take anything that can give me an edge.
The process is simple enough that, and depending.
And now, okay, that's when he gives us the blueprints. Great. How have things been affected by the disaster?
Just look around. I'm sure you have at least some idea of how much we have physically lost. A huge portion of the city is just gone. And those left behind are struggling. Supplies are limited. There is so much work to be done, and we are all just so tired. I hope that eventually we can return things to the way they were, but we must be realistic. That will take time, and I suspect a great deal of it.
What do you know about the experiment in the Citadel?
Not enough to have prevented it from happening. If I had any idea it was going to turn out like this, it had been Inasco's primary goal for some time. A way to recreate Jinan Varun's encounter with the Great Serpent. Everything we knew about grav drive technology, every scientific advancement we'd made in the last 100 years was poured into it. Towards the end, I was just so exhausted. I asked for a brief time off. Had I not, I would be trapped in there with the rest of the science team.
With everyone else, I know, right? Well, trapped, he says, but I guess we'll have to see. One sec, chat. What? One sec. Did it air out again? I'm sorry, chat. Give me 2 seconds here. This thing, I don't know why this is giving me so much guff this morning. I do this every month, and then all of a sudden, I'm getting all these weird errors. Very sorry about this.
My patience wears thin.
I know the feels, bro. I know the feels. Jerk. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're all set. All right, great. I think. I hope. All right. All right. Okay, I see the big confirmation. If this doesn't work, I am going to pitch a fit. All right, great. Thank you. Chuck Clutch, thank you for the 110, dude. All right, man. Thank you, thank you. Perhaps Great Serpent had other plans for you.
Yes. I am sure that is how some would see it. I left the project
Thank you, Brawler.
Before the disaster. And at that point, we were nowhere near ready. Some breakthroughs were made shortly thereafter, and they ran the experiment. And here we are.
Here we are. Okay. Let's keep moving.
What do you want?
Nothing. What do you want? How's Kadik? Hey, Trash Hunter, how you doing this morning, bud?
Vindicator. Our physical house was spared in the incident. If that doesn't show favor, I don't know what does.
This is exactly exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Please, Jamal. Don't you see how all this works in our favor? It's not up for discussion. I won't risk what we've worked so hard to achieve. It's done.
No, you'd risk our future and reputation as a house. But you are the chosen elder.
Ah, don't patronize me. The Great Serpent spared our house. We are favored here. And shouldn't you get back to the council? We can't afford to be absent at a time like this.
I guarantee I'm not missing much. But you're right. I'll be heading back soon enough.
Cool. Hey, Sir Hoppy. I love it.
Hey, just
Something I can
stopping
do
in
for
from
you?
the Satisfactory playlist on YouTube. Just saying it's make a great drinking game. Just drink every time something messes up.
Yep, I think that's great. And we'll probably do that tonight. Yeah. And Matter follows up with this.
How are you still alive?
That's a very good point. Okay. Hi.
So, Akris has sent our newest Vindicator to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jamal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction.
Hey, Razma, why are you talking to me like you want to jump my bones? It's an honor to meet you.
Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself. I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice?
Okay. We need Sahima to help recalibrate the morning device.
I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers. But the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the House. They're being held hostage by zealots. And now they're demanding negotiations.
Dealing with zealots is never pretty.
Hi. What have they demanded?
The zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Maleen. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back when it comes to demands.
What is House Maleen?
House Maleen was fully dedicated to Jandar Varun. They objected when his brother Jarek was chosen to take over as leader. They knew he would bring an end to the Serpent's crusade. It's why they abandoned their house and became the zealots you know today, to continue what they believe is Jinan and Jandar's work.
Interesting. Okay. If I can get the hostages first, the zealots will have no leverage.
Aha. My thoughts exactly.
A vixen.
Normally I'd have agents
Thank you,
doing
buddy.
everything possible
Thank
to
you.
find them. But we too suffered losses. We need to be here. Present. I couldn't risk more lives. It's the only reason I even agreed to these negotiations.
Wait. So what we need to do is... Here you go. I'll bring Sahima and the hostages home. No negotiations needed.
And that's where the issue lies. I don't know where the zealots are keeping Sahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated.
One second. There we go. Let's hear about these complications.
As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now. On my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. So don't expect them to be forthcoming. get the information any way you see fit. As long as no physical harm comes to them.
No physical harm? I suppose I can charm it out of him.
I love that it's zoomed in on his face for his lines. You're establishing a relationship with the Zealots?
What better way to surveil a threat? It's important
Lie to them?
for us
Okay,
to
I guess.
know what the Zealots may be targeting, to stay one step ahead.
1 sec.
Dear Cohh, may I ask if it is possible to hold last stream record on Twitch for couple or so hours longer before removing? Asking for the friend from another side of the earth. It's much easier to catch up endings on Twitch instead of searching on YouTube.
So we do have like an export thing that cuts the VODs pretty quickly. Now, interestingly enough, in a very short, undetermined amount of time, we will be broadcasting directly to YouTube. So that may open up some of the ways that we can do this. If it works out, if it all falls, the dominoes where they may. So that may make this a little bit easier.
Are we not?
We are. But that, so you shut up, I'm talking. So one thing you can do until then is if you go to vodchat.coalition.com, when Barry updates it, the playlists are really well sorted there, so that can pretty much, yeah, be a thing. So Fitzgerald says, please expedite this. I wish I could. I am contractually obligated to not do that right now. So yeah, I can't do anything until certain dates are here. Yeah. Zealots took your people. How can you remain so calm?
The people of Dazra look to us elders for strength and guidance. We cannot fail them at a time like this. Don't let my composure fool you, promised? It's neither easy nor something I take lightly.
Any tips on getting through to Myrick?
Myrick is proud of what
Myrick.
they've accomplished, so I doubt they'll give up information easily. If being persuasive isn't your strong suit, perhaps appealing to their substantial ego may help. If you can stomach it. Just don't be direct. I'm sure it would put them on the defensive. Either that, or make them completely unwilling to talk.
Okay. Are we changing the way we do YouTube? No, not the plan isn't. We're going to try to get higher quality stuff onto YouTube, and I'm not sure how that looks yet. Right now, we're doing the export from Twitch to YouTube, and then Red Eyed Monster and Techlios basically chop everything up into really nice little compartmentalized things. People seem to like that there, so our current plan is to keep that going, a form of that. But we're going to be able to broadcast directly to YouTube, which means we can do 1440 and potentially at higher frame rate, and it looks better. So we're definitely going to experiment with where does the live stream go? Does it go to CohhCarnage or does it go to Cohh? What do we do with that live stream once it's there?
Your attention, please?
Shut up. What do we do with the live stream once it's there? Do we chop it up? Do we, can we chop it up? Do we still use Twitch? We're going to be doing a lot of experimenting, basically, to get the best stuff to you guys. And I don't know what it looks like yet. But the goal is to get you the best footage in the best way. And that's what we're going to do. That's the plan. Okay, I'll return once I've learned the location.
See that you do. You'll find Merrick upstairs in the meditation room.
Cool. Oh, yeah, no, Red. I think what the guy was saying is he wanted to leave the VODs up so we could easily find it on Twitch, not figure out what episode is the last episode on YouTube. Yeah, Red, that was not a you upload thing. That was a YouTube sucks thing. You're doing great. I don't think it was talking to you about that at all. Yeah. No, man, these videos, as somebody told me yesterday, this channel gets videos up to YouTube like one of the fastest on Twitch. Like we don't, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save this. So I wonder if we can poke around a little bit before we talk to this guy. Oh, that goes back outside. Okay. Hey, Unusual, what's up, buddy? Am I still streaming higher than 1080? No. Right now I'm back on 1080. And that's because Twitch, although Twitch is experimenting with 1440p, they are not there yet. There's all sorts of problems. Yep. Okay. Does Cohh have a list of scary games to play yet? No. Nuriel makes me this yearly list that I need to go through, and we need to start thinking about what scary games we're going to play, for sure. All right, here we go.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here?
I may not be House Kadik, but I'm the only one here that's communicating with Anasko Varun.
Oh, so you're the heretic turned vindicator who thinks they're one of us now. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me?
I was told you know where the Zealots have taken Sahima.
I'm sorry, did you say zealots? Why would I know anything about such extremists? Absolutely ridiculous.
Now this guy is clearly acting incredibly like, yeah, please suggest you know this so I can just immediately shut you down. I'm gonna keep doing the first one.
So much for confidentiality. I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo sincere negotiations. I see what's going on here.
Then you know how important it is to reveal the location of the Zealot base. Oh, very perceptive. I can see why Razma is so impressed with you.
Well, I am one of the few to garner any amount of trust with the Zealots, so she should be. I can't imagine where the Ministry of Conjunction would be without me.
Wow. You must have put in a lot of work to make that happen.
It's hardly work if it comes naturally.
Or I can't do this. Let's cut straight to business. Let's do that.
Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. Too much documentation, if you ask me. But altogether, I have the exact talents needed to do this job, which is why I was entrusted with the Zealots in the first place. I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are Zealots, you know.
Oh, I can't imagine how hard it must have been to earn the Zealots' trust. You're so good.
You have no idea. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the Zealots my way.
Oh, it's been so hard.
Not to mention the stress over my own personal well-being.
Oh.
I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid.
No, you aren't.
The Zealots do have the element of unpredictability.
Yes, they do. You say they're unpredictable, so you know the danger Sahima and the hostages are in.
I was wondering when your own agenda would come into play. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the Zealots. And like I've told Razma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as I'm concerned, that information stays with me.
Manipulation. You can't say that with absolute certainty. You're risking lives and House Kadik's integrity.
You make a good point, for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here as a sign. The location you're looking for is Shadow Station Epsilon. It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Razma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned.
Thank you. This information will save lives.
It better.
For the love of God!
That was cathartic. Okay, let's go. All right. Going back down here. So much for saving lives. Aww. Okay. Hi.
I can't believe this is happening. You must have gotten the location.
You sound a lot more stressed about it now than you did before. The hostages are being held at Shadow Station Epsilon. Merrick gave me the name Shadow Station Epsilon and said you know where to find it.
I figured they wouldn't be completely forthcoming. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates.
Great. Why didn't you try to search it earlier?
Shadow Station Epsilon is one of many Zealot bases scattered throughout. As I
Okay.
mentioned before, I wasn't willing to risk agent lives in order to scout them all.
Anything else you can tell me about it?
Epsilon was once a research station, with a focus on grav drive manipulation. The Zealots have since vastly expanded upon it. But it makes sense if they intend to use Sahima to their advantage.
What are these shadow stations?
The Shadow Stations were established during the Serpent's Crusade. A series of secret military installations that few knew about, and even fewer may remember. The idea was to have isolated centers focused on different aspects of furthering the Crusade. This way, if one fell, it wouldn't endanger the others.
Okay, cool. Ref.
Hard save often, Cohh. I had this quest bug out on me and had to go to an old save.
Okay. Let's go.
The
Well, hey
sooner
there.
the better.
We'll bring everyone back safe and sound.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe.
You know, okay, little man? This is little Fen. This is Fenrir. He's snorty. We call him our little tater. A little snorty tater. Yeah. He's a little French bulldog. All right. Why this particular power station?
It's a fairly neutral location, and just the right distance from Dazra, so both parties will feel safe. The geothermal stations are also autonomous in nature, so we don't have to worry about unwanted eyes and ears.
Okay. Where is it?
If memory serves, it's southeast of Shadow Station Epsilon. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
Cool. And perfect. All right. I'll meet you at the power station when everyone's safe.
Good. Serpent willing, your timing will line up. I'll stall the Zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate it if you could act quickly. Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let her distract you for too long.
Ouch. Okay, by the way, quick note. I haven't really talked about this yet. I was getting asked about this a lot over the last couple months, and I said, you know what? Let's do it. Yes.
Don't let Jamal distract you.
So guys, I'd like
need
to
you to
announce
act quickly.
the Chonk sweater is back. The Chonk sweater is back. So if you were one of the people that missed the Chonk sweater last year and you were wanting to get our absolutely awesome knit Chonk sweater, not only is it back, but we are actually doing 15% off on it. So if you check out, if you get all the way to checkout, you will see at the end there that it's 15% off, which is awesome. We also have some good shipping stuff for the holidays, which is great. And I'm giving one away in chat right now, so good luck, everybody. Anyway, it's at Cohh.tv/store. There's a black and a red version, and they both look awesome. So yeah, I think we're going to have that on the store for like the next month and a half. So, and that way we're going to cut the sales before the holidays, so that way they can all get sent out by Christmas. Should be cool. So yeah, very cool. They are back. Okay, let's go talk to Jamal. Hey, girl.
Vindicator, a word before you go.
Yes.
May the great serpent bless you.
Okay, let's
Tell
go.
me, Vindicator, what do you know about the Zealots?
I know that they are old members of the one. Oh, she's a zealot. You're a zealot, aren't you? I'm going to say this because she's going to be like, yeah, they are. Good call.
I'm impressed. You've already learned quite a bit from your time with us.
Okay.
The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the Zealots?
Rosma said the Ministry of Conjunction keeps tabs on him.
I see. I should have expected as much. Rasma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control. That is the real reason why Rasma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
I don't know. Playing both sides has its benefits, even if they are zealots.
Dakota says, my girlfriend wants to know when Nopetober is. I will give her a call and let her know, Dakota. You could have just asked yourself, but that's okay. Basically, I think what we're going to do is do the Starfield DLC. And then as soon as we're done with this, the morning slot will become Scary Games. And I do want to play some Scary Games this Nopetober. So what I'm going to do is, I think Nuriel, my mod, I think she has or is making a list. And I will go through the whole list. And here is what I will say. If you have a suggestion for a scary game, and I don't mean like some off the path,
You
like,
were saying?
I'm trying to say it if you'd stop interrupting me. I don't mean just like some random indie garbage game. Like if there's a cool, awesome horror game that I need to play, shoot me a Twitter DM, a Twitch DM, or a Discord PM and let me know. Like if there's a game where it's like, yo, you may have never even heard of this game, but it's like Visage and you need to play it. Like if there's a game like that, let me know. Zookosis is a game that's on the list. A lot of people have recommended that game to me. Silent Hill 2, I've never played Silent Hill 2 in my life. And they're doing a remake soon. It's gonna be my first time playing Silent Hill 2. I'm excited about that. But no, games like that, let me know. Shoot me a Discord PM. Don't tell me now, I'm just gonna forget. Concord? Whoa, we don't need to get that scary. No,
We
I mean,
are speaking, are we not?
girl, I swear to God. Just shoot me a Discord PM. Don't tell me in chat right now, I'm just gonna forget. So shoot me a Discord or Twitter PM and yeah, let me know your suggestions. Okay. She lost control?
Yes, I'll get to that momentarily.
Okay. Tell me more about the situation.
House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots, but the truth is far worse. Rasma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade.
Hey, Danny T, who won the Chonk sweater just now. Dude, appreciate you, man. Awesome. Enjoy. Make sure to click that link and claim. Why would Zealots ever back a noble house?
Rasma would believe they want to reintegrate or even reestablish House Malene, and she's a fool for it. The Zealots want nothing but the means to carry out their war. Credits, weapons, and ships. Our own as well.